It's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to you today from Washington, D.C. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Craig Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Today's NBA is truly a skill game, 1 through 5. One team executive said there is a high threshold on big men right now. The big has to do it all. Another said top bigs must have a diverse skill set. Ball handling, shooting, all of it. Guys, these days, size and athleticism are not enough.
Changing like the game is. David, good insight. Thank you. Greg, both teams love to push the ball up the floor, even off of made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram and Williamson are the forwards. MP is out there with Devontae Graham, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. And for Washington, in the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Travis Berton's out there with Daniel Gafford, and it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Graham against Dinwiddie. Now MP. And there's Williamson on the assist by MP.
Oh, tough to stop. Rolling off the pick. Zion with great hands and agility.
Dinwiddie passes to Bertans. Now here's Gafford. Nice ball movement by Washington. Back to Bertans. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
This is an area Bertans has been working on, developing the strength to make these kinds of plays.
Graham kicks to MP. To the paint, stolen away. Here's Beal. That one misses, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
There's Dinwiddie following the score by New Orleans. Unloads from 13. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Known for being a knockdown shooter, Beal has great confidence in his ability to connect from the mid-range.
Gafford against MP. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And finished off by Beal.
Bradley Beal, showtime.
Here's Graham. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And Dinwiddie with some big shoes to fill. Steps into the vacancy. Westbrook left with the Wizards. Washington targeted Dinwiddie early in free agency. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the high post and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Beal against MP. Drives to the hoop. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And the big news for MP, he has struck a shoe deal. GA, you knew it was just a matter of time for the rising star.
Well, he certainly picked a prestigious brand. Signing with Jordan is probably a dream come true for a young guy like MP.
Sometimes he just muscles shots in against tough defense.
MP against Beal. MP passes to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. 4-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
Now, here's MP. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, they've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Now, here's Kuzma. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Dinwiddie. Offline with his three. New Orleans leading by 7. Pass to MP. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Beal. Kept alive. And another shot. Here's Williamson. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
It's a Easter bonanza. Time to get loud.
Wizards on D. They trail by 7. Floats it up for MP. Beal with the steal. And there's the pass to Gafford. Down low. Here's Pertinis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bertans got his second bucket of the night.
I like that. Get Bertans involved in the paint area. He has the height to do some damage.
New Orleans moving it around. Beal with it. Now defended by MP. And stolen by MP. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Wizards trail by 5. And that one, good. Beal's got 8 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Beal against MP. To the middle. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
A big finish by Zion. Expect him to spend a lot of time at the rim throughout his career.
Dinwiddie against Graham. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Over in the corner, Williamson. MP passes to Williamson. Here's MP. Here's Valanciunas. Williamson trying to free himself up. Valanciunas, good. 7 points in the game.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Beal. Over MP. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
MP with it. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Memphis. And stolen by Kuzma. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Valanciunas. New Orleans leading by 7. To the inside. MP. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call on Washington for the foul. Pelicans shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Bertans. Hachimura is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Beal. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
So it's the Wizards now, following the score by New Orleans. Washington calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Dinwiddie outside. To end the run and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Wizards trail by 15. And the foul called on MP.
Number 13.
That's his first foul.
That's his first.
He made the postseason all 7 years with the Kings. Deep playoff run.
For the Pelicans.
Sensational play.
Jackson
Talk
Hayes.
about the chemistry on those teams.
The chemistry was very important, Kevin. I knew that being a leader of the team, it was incumbent upon me to make sure all players felt comfortable. Not only that you would hold them accountable, but that you would include them. You know, we were a family. Shout out to all my fellas that I played with. I wanted to make them better. I hope I did. They all made me better.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here now is Dinwiddie. 17 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor. That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
MP kicks to Hart. MP looking around. And it's Hayes in the corner. It's stolen by Bryant. And the foul called on MP.
Number 13.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
New Orleans making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slows it in.
Typical assault on the rim from Harrell. He has carved out such a valuable role.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to MP. Yep, that one goes. 12 points for MP.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for the shooter.
And so MP will bring it up for New Orleans. They lead by 11. Inside, here's Hernan Gomez. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Washington. It's his first trip to the line.
Pelicans. Barry Hernan Gomez at the line for 2.
Free throw good. Hernan Gomez. New Orleans making.
Pelicans substitution.
Dinwiddie against MP.
Clearly a foul.
The Wizards have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just
That's
2
his
for 2.
second personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
Team foul. At the line for Washington.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
So for New Orleans right now, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Devontae Graham is out there with MP. And it's Temple in at the 3. Here's Beal. He had 31 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando. And Greg with Devontae Graham. You know he's going to shoot it. He has no hesitation letting it fly.
I mean, he's a solid three-point shooter who believes he can make any shot. About 2/3 of his shots are all from outside. So you know exactly what you're getting with him. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's MP. 14 points for him. And the dunk by MP.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Graham. Williamson trying to free himself up. Graham with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Washington's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. There's Beal with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And Williamson throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
The Wizards have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
For the Wizards.
Finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Chris, the NBA cutting back on the foul calls for those unnatural shooting motions. You know, the break check, the pump and jump and all that. Do you like that change?
I mean, look, it's already an offensive player's game. It's hard enough to check a guy with the skill set that these players have. So, yeah, the league is throwing the ball to defenders, and it's about time.
Wizards have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Dinwiddie against MP. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
That's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
New Orleans has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. And there's Williamson on the assist by MP. Williamson's got 14 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now Beal, 15 points in the game. Kuzma passes to Beal. Gafford trying to break free, and that one is good from Bradley Beal.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
The drive by MP, and MP throws it down.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
For Washington, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Graham against Dinwiddie. It's Beal on the wing. They double team Beal. 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 12 points for him.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Here's MP. Banked in off the glass.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
There's Beal with the 3. Urchinus. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists in the game. And so Graham will bring it up for the Pelicans. MP against Dinwiddie. Temple dishes to MP. Six to shoot. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So much pressure on Williamson to be a legend out of the game. He has Hall of Fame tools, but you have to give him time to refine them.
And the Wizards making a change here. Neto's checked in. Washington's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's MP. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Personal foul.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting
Shooting for New Orleans.
For New Orleans, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, MP. Washington shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Outside, Beal. Driving in. The teardrop falls in. Beal's got 19 points.
I thought maybe the D would figure him out as the game went along. Looks like he's figured them out in this first half.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by MP.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Washington shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Pass to Gafford. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
In the corner, it's Temple. Back to MP. In the corner, it's Temple. Shot clock at 6. MP passes to Williamson. Wow, hammering it in.
This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. This is unbelievable.
Here's Neto. Graham defending.
2 minutes.
Neto can't get it to go.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
MP, and MP throws it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. So it's Washington now. Beal deciding where to go with it. Down low, here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, man, his passing has evolved over the course of Beal's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now, we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
Now, here's MP. He's got 25, and he gets it back. And it's good for 2.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Washington has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Gafford against Valanciunas, and stolen by MP. Now here's Williamson. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
It was his rebound that stood out even more to me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Now here's MP. Just 4 to shoot. Graham from outside. Offensive rebound. He goes up again. Valanciunas, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
From the Wizards, they're shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. MP against Beal. Off target at the rim. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Beal with the steal. To the middle. Here's Neto. Good. And it's Beal picking up the assist. Neto's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And here are the Pelicans now. Launches a 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's New Orleans with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Travis Berton's out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Gafford in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. The drive by MP, and the dunk by MP.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Beal with it. Here's Dinwiddie. Hits the front of the rim and out. To the inside, Williamson. Good, in the assist goes to MP. Williamson's got 19 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And here is Bertans. The Wizards with another miss.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Here's Dinwiddie. The Pelicans make their last shot. That one goes in. He's got 21.
They needed that. They were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. The Wizards have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Driving the lane. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Beal is so tenacious on the drive. He shows no remorse to the defense on these type of dunks.
Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
Washington with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Misses off the right iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Dinwiddie outside. Here's the floater. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Ryan is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Harrell comes in for Bertans. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. New Orleans also making some changes. Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Devontae Graham. Now, here's MP. He has 35. Clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Pelicans have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
At the line for the Pelicans.
No good on the free throw.
Number 13. At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. The Wizards have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Outside, Beal. 14 feet away. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. MP with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. MP against Hachimura. Here's MP. Can't hit from in close. The Wizards have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Hachimura kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Hachimura. Count it. Good. Hachimura's got his first basket of the night.
That is a tough bucket. Hachimura stays with the shot through the contact. That's the sign of a resilient offensive player.
Now, here's MP. He's got
Jackson
36.
Hayes.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Here's Dinwiddie, and he uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 17.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
There's the pass to Valanciunas. Hachimura against MP. And MP throws it down.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 17. Passes to Bryant. Kicks to Beal. Over MP. They get it back.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Bryant. Pass to Hachimura. Dinwiddie wide open. Traps in the tray. Dinwiddie's got 8 here in the quarter.
Court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts there.
Valanciunas against Bryant. And MP throws it down.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Beal. 25 points in the game.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
Dinwiddie outside. Now here's Harrell, covered by Hayes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jackson Hayes.
And coming up,
That's his second
Harrell
personal foul.
said he padded his
Second
game
team
after.
foul. Checking in for the Pelicans.
So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got MP, and it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. Beal against MP. Down low. Here's Murphy. Some solid defense from Bryant. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
And the 3 ball is good.
It's always always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not
That's
the
his
outcome.
second personal foul. Fourth
Free
team
throw
foul.
good, MP. And a new
At the
group
line
getting
for
ready for the
Pelicans.
Wizards. Gill is checked in
13.
for Daniel Gafford. Avdia comes in for Bryant. Kispert's checked in for Harrell. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Bradley Beal. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Dinwiddie against Lewis. Dinwiddie passes to Gill. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Pass to Lewis. MP outside. Back to Lewis. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
Okay, I've got to ask, is there anything you can't do on offense?
I'm sure Coach can give you a whole list of things I need to work on.
Oh, come on, MP. Don't be so modest.
Look, no, I'm being serious. I'm never satisfied. I've got strengths and weaknesses like everybody else, but even the strengths, you can't take those for granted or your skills start to atrophy. So you got to work on everything all the time.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Thanks for your time, MP.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Hey, y'all. I got to talk about this interview MP gave to my boy, Frank Valentine. First of all, nice scoop, Frank. You did good here. Second of all, I told y'all this relationship is doomed. Dirty laundry in the press, finger pointing, complaining. Speaking of which, now I'm hearing MP wants out entirely. Does this surprise me? How do you salvage this relationship between him and Coach after all he's done, and so publicly? I know I wouldn't want this YouTube star on my team after all that. I hate to say I told you so, but if the shoe fit, wear it. This was a bad idea on day one, and it's a bad idea today. If I'm Harvey Lesser, I cut my losses and trade this kid immediately. He's not worth it.